everyone, I want to introduce you to a very dear friend whom I love and who does the most amazing work in the world. DTO, he has a master's degree in educational technology. He is an award-winning producer, endorsed by a lot of amazing people like Deepak Chopra. And you are going to love his work and his story. So let me introduce you. DTO, welcome to Passionate Living.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. This is wonderful. And to share your story. Tell me a little bit about your work.
Well, got to give a big shout out to my mother. She taught me how to play classical piano pieces when I was 5 years old. And so that's my first passion in life was music and piano. I started playing drums and then I started playing guitar. And throughout my life, I got introduced to different styles of music. If it was marching band, jazz band, concert band, orchestra, rock band, and
anything
from there, anything music. If it's quality, if it's fun, if it's filling someone's soul up and they're authentically, passionately doing that, then I'm all for it. And for me, music has opened up so many pathways. Even when I was 15, I played in the high school marching band. I got to go to Japan. And, you know, I'm from the cornfields of Iowa. So for me to go to Japan when I was 15 was an eye-opening experience for cultures. And so that's one of the benchmark themes and pillars of my life, which is travel, cultures, and learning about what's available for us as human beings for growth and expansion, not only through music, but through the music of other cultures. And so fast forward to college, my mom taught a music appreciation class and I had her for the class. And it was fantastic because I got to learn how music and art and politics and anything that's going on during an era of time and place throughout the history. If you go back to the Renaissance, the Baroque period, classical period, even to go into like the 60s and the 70s and the Vietnam War protests and the music and the LSD and the bell bottoms and the art and the music and all of it that all kind of weave together. It was all part of it all. So for me, I love how art and music can really expand people's awareness about a given topic in the world. And so what I got into is my own personal yoga practice about 10 years ago. Sweet soul of mine, her soul sister name's Tara Devi. She's a nutritional scientist that works with Deepak Chopra, and she recorded a kirtan song. And then I thought, how cool would it be to create a mixture of Eastern instruments and sounds with Western instruments and kind of electronic music. So that's really what I started to getting clear about in my path, was for me to continue with my yoga practice, but then design a soundtrack music that would inspire and enrich someone's experience while they're practicing yoga.
Wow, that's amazing. So you've used your passion for music, and not just music, but music that stirs the soul, to now make your own music and stir the souls of others. Another part of your life is in the waiting room here. I'm going to admit her.
Yes.
Your beautiful partner here. Let me know.
Hemalayaa. Her family is originally from India, and she's actually featured, and her father's featured in one of our music videos we did that integrates tabla and Eastern instruments from India. And so we created this beautiful song called Shakti Vortex. So that's a great example of how we integrate all of it for art and music.
That's beautiful. And here she is, my beautiful soul sister, Hemalayaa.
Hi.
Hi, honey. You guys are down in the most beautiful place in Costa Rica. I have been to your home there, and I gotta tell you, it is gorgeous. When you said you had a place down there, I had no idea until I walked in the doors. I'm like, oh my God, you have like a Shangri-La down here. Look at this. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's DTO's office right there.
I know, like how tough is that?
Totally.
Pretty nice. You are extraordinary. I've seen you, I think you've been on the cover of every yoga magazine known to mankind. At one point or another.
Yeah, totally. Well, I have been doing this particular transformational work. It's for over 22 years, and DTO's music is perfect for it. It's basically, you know, going from anything that we're stuck in our lives, any patterns that we keep hitting. You come into this space and we move the energy, we move the emotions, we move the body in order to free ourselves into our greatest version of ourselves, our truest connection to ourselves and each other.
And the fact that the two of you now are in partnership. I mean, it's just, talk about the ultimate power couple. Right?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to be in a collaboration for sure. And we are great creators together. We've created a lot and we get to play together in this way, which is really cool.
How did you find yourself on this path?
Well, I took every possible route that was untraditional. I think every possible, anything that my parents told me to do, I went the other way.
I was just going to say, I know you didn't do. When you started to say that, I'm like, no, I think she did the opposite.
Yeah, I went the
From all
other
our sharings
way,
together through
totally.
the years.
Yeah. I was really clear in this lifetime that I wanted to find myself. I wanted to like not just follow what culture was doing, what people were saying to do, but to find out truly what I was called to do. And I don't think I said those words of like, oh, what am I called to do? But I followed something that just kept saying, just keep going this way. And so I found myself expressing through art and you know, dance and acting and a lot more creative arts. And then naturally got myself into yoga and studying that pathway and found my spiritual teachers and, you know, just kind of kept unfolding. Right. So I would say, just kept on doing things untraditionally.
And I think we talked about this several times probably through the years, but how you and I grew up in these households that were a bit more traditional, and the feminine role was a bit more supportive than taking the lead. And I remember my options were secretary, nurse. My dad said, well, you want to go to college? Really? You don't want to just marry someone nice? Well, I guess you could be a secretary or nurse. Like, oh my God. So same thing, opposite direction. But they gave us our stimulation to do the greater work in the world.
I know, I think about you too. Definitely. Oh my goodness, you've broken all sorts of bounds of
my
society and culture.
Now tell me a little bit about the project that you guys are doing down there, the Embody.
Oh my goodness, so it all started with coming to visit Costa Rica in less than a year ago. We had no idea that we would love it so much here. I mean, we knew that we were coming on vacation and, you know, all of that.
I think he knew. He
knew. Yeah. He has some strong.
He'd been down there
ties.
before.
Yeah. So this has been amazing to learn a new language and to be living here. And then our project is now to, honestly, it's to call community forward to come together for the Costa Rica retreat. You know, this is for us caretakers, those of us who tend to do more for others than we do for ourselves, but we have a calling to do for the world. So it is a place for us healers, facilitators, passionate living beings who are really wanting to be re-nourished on a deep level through the work that I do, through the work that our colleague, Kenlyn Colleen, also, she teaches Kundalini Yoga. She's an incredible divine feminine teacher. And, you know, through the music and leadership of DTO, all three of us are here to support deep nourishment and filling you up through nature, through music, through the embodiment techniques and practices that we do and the transformational experiences that we're going to be going through. There is some phenomenal things packed into 1 week, and relaxation as well, deeply
Right.
into that curriculum. So yeah, we're really stoked to invite.
That's exciting.
It's only a half an hour away from the airport. It is in a mountain town. It's in the Central Valley. It is
Wow.
everything what we want and beyond.
Yes.
We've
Wow.
got different accommodation options. We've got 4 different rooms to do the yoga in.
Wow.
The view is phenomenal. We have a view from almost every single room that you could possibly have in this
Wow.
place. The food is extraordinary. There's hot tubs. The pool is just gorgeous, that has an actual, what is it called? A mandala right in it. There's there's a mandala
Wow.
inside of the pool. I mean, it is
God.
really special.
It's all inclusive too. It's one of those
it's not where
fantastic
you came
venues.
to stay. It's now
Wow.
we are
So
taking
you've
it to a
taken it
whole
up to
other.
the next level, man.
Yeah. So now you really should come.
Now I have to come.
We'll
Now
wait. You can book your
have
flight.
to come.
We can
All
do.
right, I'm booking the flight.
Here, let's.
I was
Just
going to
open up the
drag
tab.
Rosina and my mom down there for the holidays anyhow, because I want Rosina to kind of visit a few sloths and kind of like Costa Rica. So maybe we could get a second place in Costa Rica. But I just love you guys so much. And I'm so excited for this retreat. I'm excited to see you guys again soon. I miss you. I didn't get to see you much when I was down there, but the little bit we did was juicy and wonderful. And I'm so grateful to have gotten to see you. Gorgeous.
We look forward to having you back here and loving you up. And those of you who are called to also join us in this retreat, places are selling out really quickly. So grab a call with us and see if it's in alignment with you. We are super stoked to bring community together like this. It is a really special week. And come and be with us. Come and be with us. It's going to be fun.
And I'll say too, after our week of being here, we have a 3-day post immersion at our home. So anyone that wants to feel these.
Well, that's getting really filled up. So
that is getting filled up, but embodykostarica.com.
Okay. All right. Love you guys so much.
Thank you.
Love you so
Pura
much.
vida. Ciao, ciao.